here I have my own personal AI assistant that's running on my phone on Telegram using OpenClaw. And I'm going to show you how you can set it up. Now, you don't need to buy a $600 Mac Mini. In fact, I'm going to show you how you can set it up for pretty much for free and in like under 10 minutes and just a couple of clicks. Let me show you. So this is a one-click deploy template for OpenClaw on Redway. It was actually created by someone from the Redway community, so big shout out to them. And all you need to do is go to the link that I'll leave down below, and you're going to be on this page, and you click deploy now. If you don't have a Redway account, you're just going to need to sign up. You can do it for free. And this is the first screen you'll see. You're going to deploy this to a new project. And there's actually one thing we need to configure before we deploy. So if I click configure, we have a setup password that we need to set. Now, this should be a strong password that you'll use because once the app is live, you'll be able to visit it, but you'll need to choose a username and password to actually be able to access it. This is to secure it. So I'm just going to put in a password here, and I'm just going to click save config. And now I'm just going to click deploy. So this should take a couple minutes, and then you'll have the live app running, and then we'll actually continue the setup, which will be super easy. Now that's done, you actually have a service that is online, and this is where our OpenClaw app is running. And you actually have a URL you can visit, and this is where you'll do the initial setup. And you'll do it once, and you can kind of set it and forget it. Now, when you visit your URL for the first time, you will be asked for a username and password. The username can be whatever, but the password has to be the same password that you've set in the configuration step before you deploy the template. That's really it. And once you provide the correct password, you'll be brought to the OpenClaw setup page. Now here there are a bunch of things we'll need to do. The first one is choosing the model provider. So the model provider is essentially like, do you want to use OpenAI models, Anthropic models, Google models? And for me personally, I'm going to choose Anthropic. And you have different authentication methods. So because you have like Claude Code, you also have then Anthropic token. For me, I'm going to use an Anthropic API key because I already created one. Now, either of these methods is fine. And depending on your provider, also, it should just be able to just work. You just need a key that you will paste here. So let me just do that. The wizard flow, we can keep it as quick start. And then the second thing is we need to configure a channel. Now you have by default with this template 3 options. There's Telegram, Discord, and Slack. For me personally, I'm just going to use Telegram. It's the easiest. And we can just do it right here from the browser as well. You can do it from the phone, but I'm just going to do it from the browser because it's easier for me. So let's go to Telegram because we'll need a bot token that I'm going to show you how to create. So right now I'm on the web version of Telegram, and what we need to do is create a Telegram bot and have a token that we will then configure in our OpenClaw instance. So to do it, all you need to do is go to bot father. You can like mention it as well. And here you can have a chat where you can create your own custom bot. So for example, you have slash commands, you can do slash new bot. And this will allow you to create a new bot. It will ask you like, hey, please choose a name for your bot. I'm going to call this one OpenClaw 2. And the next thing is you need a username for your bot. This has to be unique. If you put in like something that is taken, it will tell you you can't use that name. So for example, I'm just going to choose OpenClaw 2 on Railway. And then it needs to end with _bot. So it's a bit long, but I think that's just how we'll need to do it. So OpenClaw _2 on Railway bot. So let's choose that. And now you can see, congrats, we have a new bot. We'll find it by going to this link, but most importantly, we have a token to access the API. This is what we need to essentially copy. So I'm just going to copy it. And now if I go to my setup, I can just paste this token, and that's kind of really it. The final step now is to just click on run setup, and we're just going to have to wait for it. So now you should actually see that things have been configured. We see Telegram configured, it's not enabled yet. And essentially what we need to do, because essentially we have a URL that is exposed, we don't want anyone to chat with our bot. We need to have an approve step, so only the people who are allowed to chat with the bot can chat with it. And to do that, the first thing we need to do is actually just send a message to our bot. And to do that, I can just click on this link which will create a new window, OpenClaw 2, and I can just click start. And you can see here that OpenClaw access not configured. This is my user ID, but we have this pairing code. And all we need to do is to go in our setup, and we're going to provide this pairing code. So if I go back, I will click approve pairing. And the first thing we need to do is to enter the channel name. So for me, I'm going to choose Telegram. And after that, I'll need to provide my pairing code. So let me paste it, click OK, and we should be good to go. So it's like approving pairing for Telegram, and we see OK, true, and it's approved Telegram sender, and that's it. So now if I go back to OpenClaw here, and we can say like, hey, what should happen is, because this is the first time we're actually chatting with the bot, it will ask us like, hey, like, what's my name? How should I reply to you? And we can see here at the top, like it's typing. So it's saying like, hey, I just came online, fresh start, no memories yet. You're literally my first conversation. So who am I? Who are you? What's the deal here? You can give it a name. Like I'll call it Lil Claw if I want to, just like a throwback. And yeah, it's just going to be like Lil Claw. I like it. And, and I'm it knows my name. And then you can just customize it. You can chat with it. And depending on the configuration of your OpenClaw instance, you can give it access to more tools, but that's really how you can have your own personal AI assistant. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And if you run into any issues, just tag me. Would love to help you out, get things set up. But that's it.